A Denver judge says he was essentially murdered 3 years ago, stabbed to the point he had no heartbeat, no pulse, and wasn't breathing. But then a miraculous effort by the hospital team brought him back to life.
Well, tonight he is telling his story. CBS 4 investigator Brian Moss says Judge David Blackett wants to express gratitude to all the people who put him back together.
I was working in the garage.
David Blackett was at home in his East Denver neighborhood,
I thought it was very safe.
doing random projects when he met the man who tried to murder him.
He turns around and kind of like this, and he tucks his chin just like a boxer, and he puts his hands up, and he starts coming towards me. So I just leaned forward and I kicked him right in the chest and was still, and then continued to disengage, but my hands are up now too. I remember being fairly brutal. I remember multiple blows during the fight.
Some of those blows found their mark. Blackett was stabbed multiple times, once in the heart.
And I can see my shirt pulsing with my heartbeat, so I think, okay, I'm in bad shape now. I knew from looking at my injuries that was me dying. It just felt like my life force was leaving me.
A man and his son heard the commotion and rushed to help. Denver paramedics were called. One of those paramedics, Jesse Flippin.
I couldn't feel a pulse. I couldn't hear a heartbeat. My paramedic student couldn't get a blood pressure. So at that point, I had the firefighters start CPR. I knew that we were in trouble.
By the time they got to the emergency room, David Blackett appeared to be a goner.
I was not breathing, I didn't have any pulse, and so technically I was dead.
If you're calling no pulse and no heart rate dead, yes.
Trauma surgeon Ryan Lawless says time was running out. As Blackett was being rolled into surgery, Lawless cut him open.
I make an incision right from the middle of the chest all the way to the bed on this side.
What kind of anesthesia did you give him before you did that?
None.
They didn't give me anything. And didn't think they needed to, because technically I wasn't alive.
While Blackett was lifeless, he now says he was aware of what was going on.
I could feel once they started cutting, and I can't really describe the intensity of the pain. It just kept intensifying, and it just kept getting worse and worse, and it really felt like I was undergoing an autopsy, but I could feel it.
And in these moments, he had images of his death, his funeral, and his kids.
So they were sitting around at a table, and everything was done. And I remember this image my youngest son said to my oldest, said, I thought Dad was tougher than that.
He resolved to hang on.
I wanted to stick around, I wanted to fight.
You were not ready to die.
I was not ready to die.
And I immediately see a hole in his heart, and so I held his heart in my hand and I put my thumb over the hole. And that's when his blood pressure came back. His heart started beating again. I sewed around my thumb to close the hole in the heart. A little bit's MacGyver. I used to watch MacGyver with my dad. Figure out what you can do with what you got.
10 days later, David Blackett walked out of the hospital, back to his family, back to being a judge, back to long-distance bike riding.
Everyone had to do exactly the right thing, and any part in that chain that fell, I don't think I would have made it.
Everybody can have a great operation, right? It's not a great operation, it's not a great case until they come back to clinic and say hello.
Blackett not only did that, but now every year he holds an Alive Day event to thank everyone who saved him and helped put him back together.
I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to leave yet. I didn't think it wasn't my time.
And all those doctors and nurses and paramedics gave Blackett a nickname.
Hey, Miracle Man, you don't know me, but I was on the ER team. And then as I extended my stay in the hospital, I had other people coming in, like, you don't know me, Miracle Man, but...
So they call you Miracle Man?
They call me Miracle Man, yeah. And the real reason for me to talk about it now is to be grateful, to express my gratitude. And I really think to myself, I'm so glad that I'm alive.
I'm Brian Moss, covering Colorado First.
His story is so remarkable.
It's just horrific. And then, but what an unbelievable ending.
Yeah, and for him to share it.
Yeah,
Really
absolutely. And I think Brian reported last night they did make an arrest.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah,
40
fantastic.
40 years or something.
Well, lots of people getting back to traveling as pandemic restrictions ease.
We take it away.